Welcome back. This is the Whisky Couch in Pretoria, South Africa. It is the place where whiskey and food come together in memorable harmony. I'm Gustav and you are watching Whisky Tasting and Food Pairing Review number 173. And it is also the fifth and last review in this mini-series that I'm doing on 12-year-old single malt whiskies. It's bracket number 1, 5 whiskies, and there's going to be a couple of these brackets. So in the next video, I'm going to do a short summary of this first bracket of 5 12-year-old whiskies, and I'm going to reveal which one is my personal favorite. So in today's video, the Singleton of Dufftown 12-year-old from the Dufftown Distillery, founded in 1896, and it is owned by Diageo, and it is of course situated in Speyside, the very well-known Speyside region in the Northern Highland of Scotland. It is a 12-year-old single malt whiskey matured in European and American oak casks, bottled at 43% alcohol by volume ABV, and I do not have information about chill filtration or whether colouring was added or not. So let's see what the Singleton of Dufftown has for us today. And of course that is my food snack that I'm going to use to pair with this whiskey. In this mini series of 12-year-old single malts, I'm doing crepes with specific fillings that will connect with the specific whiskey that I am reviewing. I also have a photograph here of the Dufftown Distillery, which I'll show you just now. I forgot about that. But let's have a look at this sunset golden color. Some of the legs forming there on the glass. Singleton of Dufftown, 12-year-old. It is the Dufftown Distillery. There you can see a couple of photographs just to get a look, see what it looks like. On the nose, first thing that I'm getting on the nose is a spicy warmness, then a rich sweet malt, caramel and toasted nuts. On the fruity side, I'm getting apples and I'm getting citrus, and a lovely oakiness on the nose of this Singleton of Dufftown 12-year-old. On the palate, sweet malt, caramelized nuts, fruity, orange zest. There's a spicy pepperiness at the end of a medium long finish. It is quite fresh and it is not that complex. Sweet malt, slight fruitiness, lots of spice, oak spice, and some pepperiness. I'm going to add a few drops of water, 43%. Let's see if a few drops of water will open up a bit more aromas or flavors. The nose is now softer, there's a bit more fruit candy, and there's a bit more candied orange peel. Much more mellow after a few drops of water, much more smooth, a little bit more spicy, I'm a bit on the fence on the question of whether adding water is a good thing or not a good thing. So it's 6 or half a dozen of each in terms of adding water. My summary for this whiskey would be more spicy than sweet and fruity. Easy drinking, not that complex. Typical Speyside, but on the spicy side. The price here in South Africa is around 400 Rand, £30 in the UK, $40 in the US, depending of course always whereabouts you would purchase a bottle of 12-year-old Singleton from Dufftown. I'm pairing this series of 12-year-old whiskies with crepes, each time with the right kind of filling. So this is my crepe for the Singleton of Dufftown. And the filling that I'm using in the crepe there is fresh fruit. So there is a fruit salad almost filling in this crepe. But you can make it much more enjoyable if you would put a thin layer of berry jam or berry reduction on the crepe first and then the fruit salad and then you roll it. Or otherwise what I did today is I took a very thick custard and I've put a thin layer of thick custard on the crepe fruit salad and then rolled it. And I'm using the fruit, the sweetness of the fruit, the creaminess of the custard and the maltiness or the crepe to cut through the spiciness of this whiskey. And we're going to see if this is going to work. So here goes, fruit salad crepe. This is so delicious. And you see, that is what I love about this. Whiskey and food pairing, if you get the right kind of pairing, it just enhances the overall effect and the pleasure and the experience. And fantastic. I would give this a 4 out of 5 in terms of the pairing experience. Singleton, Dufftown, 12-year-old. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for watching. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video when I'm going to do a summary of these 5 single malt 12-year-old whiskies. And I'm going to tell you which one is my favorite. And then after that, I'm going to do a next bracket of 5 12-year-old whiskies. And I think in that bracket, I have got Highland Park 12-year-old, Bowmore 12-year-old, Kilkerran 12-year-old, and Bunnahaven 12-year-old, and what else? I cannot remember what is number 5. So until then, sláinte.